Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla, and today is surgery day, so I wanted to let you all know I finished my Mardi Gras socks to wear to surgery. So I'm happy about that. They turned out great. I ended up doing 3 rows of each color, and I did use a 6mm hook, and so they turned out really good. I like them. Can't wait to wear them to surgery. I'm not excited about going to surgery, but at least I'll have something fun to wear to surgery, right? Make the best of what you have to deal with, okay? And that's what I'm doing. So I have my Mardi Gras socks. Big Daddy's getting ready, and we're gonna head off up there. I don't know about other people's hospitals, but my hospital at night, before your surgery, they want you to shower, and then they give you these packets of big thick wipies, and they want you to, after you shower, you wipe your whole body down in these wipies, and they give you like 6 of them, and they want you to wipe your whole body down the night before surgery, and then after you shower. Then the next morning, before you get dressed to go or whatever, they want you to wipe your whole body down again with a whole nother set of these wipies that they give you. So I'm fixing to go do my second set of wipies and then head on up to the hospital. 6 a.m. is early to be there. So I've got about 30 minutes to get ready and we have to leave. So that's what's going on, guys. But I'm excited that I did get my second wind and completed my socks. I found something to watch on, let's see, what did I watch that on? It was a movie, something from Tiffany's, I believe. It was a really cute movie. I enjoyed it. I can't remember what it was on, if I watched it on Prime or Hulu. I can't remember, but you can Google something from Tiffany's and see where if it's streaming on one of the streaming channels that you have. There's so many streaming channels, right? And it seems like everything you want to watch, you have to get a new streaming channel to watch that. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. But anyway, I got my second wind, finished my socks. Now I just got to go finish getting ready so we can get out of here. I'll see you all later on in more clips for this video. Hey friends, I'm back. Today is Saturday, February the 4th that I'm recording this clip. My surgery was yesterday, February the 3rd. And so I just wanted to pop on here and let you guys know that I'm okay. My surgery went well and that I'm fine. There was a couple hiccups, but it was the reason why I was getting the port in the first place. So we got to the hospital a few minutes before 6 yesterday morning, and I was in the first 3 people that they called back because I was case number 1 for the day. So I was glad that I was getting my surgery done first, and then I would be home, faster and able to just get in the bed and recover, and so it didn't go quite that way because I'm there to get a port because my veins are horrible and they can't put IVs in me, draw blood, and all that kind of stuff. Well, guess what? Every nurse back there in surgery came by and took a poke or two at me, and they could not get my IV started. One of the anesthesiologists came and tried to get the IV started, and he couldn't get the vein. And then he was like, how many times have you been stuck? Because by this time I had little, not that I was really bleeding, but they would fold up the gauze and put a piece of tape in case it would bleed. So I had it all on the back of my hands, my wrist, all up my both arms. I had all these little pieces of tape with the gauze. And so I'm glad that, usually I take those off like right away, but I'm glad I'd left them on there so he could see how many times I had been stuck. And he said, I'm not going to keep sticking you. This is ridiculous. He said, we need to just get a midline put in on you. So there's one guy at the hospital that's trained to do that. His name is Steve. I'm very familiar with him because he has put PICC lines and midlines in me for several years now. So he knows me, he recognizes me and knows who I am. So anyway, they called him to come do that, but he was already doing something else. So we had to wait on him to come. And while waiting on him, another anesthesiologist came and tried to get an IV started. And I think he had full confidence that he was going to get one started. And I was praying that he did get it started, but it didn't happen. So we waited for Steve to come, and then he was able to get me going. So once all that was squared away, then I was back on the lineup for surgery. And they took me back and did my surgery. I woke up in recovery with a good bit of pain. And so they went ahead and gave me some Dilaudid and Zofran. And they had gave me some Phenergan before surgery. So I had all that going for me so I wouldn't be nauseated. And thankfully I was not, I have not been, and I have not thrown up. So that's great because my body just cannot handle pain medications like that. I get sick and throwing up and stuff if I don't have enough Zofran or Phenergan or something like that. But anyway, I am sore, but it's not unbearable soreness. Like, I think they did give me a prescription for Tramadol, I think, but we didn't even get it filled. If I felt like I needed it, Jody could run to Target real quick and get it, but I already know I'm not going to take it unless I was in like really, really bad pain. So I'm not going to even get it filled because I don't like taking pain medicine. I don't do that unless I'm in so much pain that I can't stand it. But anyway, other than my neck and chest, when you're in surgery, they tape your eyes shut. They put a piece of tape on your eyes. And so my eyes, where the tape was, this one right here on the eyelid, it feels like the skin has been ripped off. And I know that's from where they took the tape off. This one is sore, but this one is so raw, the skin. It just feels like the skin is gone on my eyelid. And it is quite red. But anyway, I'll just show you. Like in my neck right here, that is where they put the port. And then I have another cut right here. And I don't know what they did there. Probably just feeding it through or something to connect it wherever it needed to go. I'm not sure. But that is like right in the base of my neck, where my neck meets my shoulder. So it's a little tender, and it kind of hurts to turn my head or to look up. I can look down a lot easier, like just bending over and looking down, but to look up, it kind of pulls on it a little bit, and so it's just best not to do it, right? So, so I'm just hanging out since I came home from the hospital. Big Daddy put my hair up in a lovely ponytail, and I've slept on it, so it looks a mess. But at this point, I just really don't care. I really don't care. I'm just trying to rest and let this heal and the soreness go away, which it will in a day or so. You know, it'll feel a lot better. So no plans, just other than recuperating and hanging out to let this heal. Everyone at the hospital was so very nice. All the nurses back in the surgery were just super, super nice, so lovely. And then even in surgery, you know, they were just so nice. Before I went to sleep, and when they gave me that shot and said, "You are to start feeling a little bit sleepy," I said, "I'm there." And next thing I know, I woke up in recovery, and I had a male nurse in recovery, and I love male nurses. They are the greatest. I think male nurses are just very compassionate, and I don't know, they listen. I mean, I had great nurses all the way around yesterday, but I in particularly like male nurses. Except when I woke up from surgery, you know, I was in a little pain, and he got me a shot and some Zofran, and then that eased up, and I was okay. And then I told him I had to potty, and he said, "There's not a restroom back here. There's not one until you get to post-op." And then he said, "I can get you a bedpan." And I said, "How much longer do I stay in here?" And he said, "You got 30 more minutes back here." And my bladder was hurting. I knew I needed to go. So he got me a bedpan, and I just sucked it up. I just like, okay, whatever. He got me a bedpan, and he did call over a female nurse to come and help him. And she did, and got me on the bedpan. And I overflowed the bedpan. That's how bad I needed to go. I know this is way too much information, but I just peed, and it filled up the bedpan and spilled over. And he was like, "Well, I guess you did need to go." He said, "There's no way you could have waited another 30 minutes. I said, "No, my bladder was in pain. It was so full." And so, and I did go potty just before I went to surgery. I knew after they got everything done, I knew they were supposed to take me back. And I told Big Daddy, I said, "I need to go potty before I go in surgery." But they had that IV going and fluids just flushing through there. So, yeah, anyway, after, they got me into post-op, Big Daddy came through and got me, I went in there, and he got me dressed and helped me clean up, and I keep wipies and all kinds of stuff like that in my bag. So he cleaned me up real good and got me dressed, and we came home. And I was glad to be home. I partied again, and then he put my hair up in a ponytail, and I went straight to bed. So I've been in the bed all yesterday evening, most of the night. I would get up a little bit to potty, to get something to drink. My throat is very sore, and it kind of does hurt to even swallow my saliva. Now, this is different from, you know, when I try to eat, I hurt down here. This is different. I'm talking the back of my throat. It hurts to swallow. And so, I don't know if they put a tube in my throat. I don't know if that irritated or if I've got just a sore throat. Who knows? I don't know. But it does hurt to swallow saliva and to drink tea or anything. But I've tried to drink some hot teas. I poured out a hot caramel apple tea and made it and sipped on it some. Just trying to soothe that back there. And, you know, before surgery, my friend Angela's dad had surgery on his neck. Well, he did not take it easy. He was outside feeding chickens and taking out garbage and all this kind of stuff like the next day, okay? Like as soon as he come home from the hospital. His wife had him doing all kinds of things. I told my friend Angela, I said, not me. I'm going to be saying, Jody, can you hold my glass so I can get another sip of tea? And I said, I'm going to be saying, Jody, can I get another bite of ice cream? And so, I haven't been doing that. But Angela called to check on me this morning, and she asked what I was doing. I said, I'm waiting on Jody to wake up so he can hold my glass so I can get a sip of tea. I'm holding my own glass, Angela. She said, how long are you going to milk that? I said, oh, about a month. So, anyway, she watches all my videos, so. But if you don't mind, please say a prayer for Angela's dad. He had that surgery on the 23rd. And, anyway, he ended up in the hospital day before yesterday, I guess on Thursday, with a partial collapsed lung. And they said it's irreversible due to years of smoking. So, heads up, people, smoking's not good for you. And he quit smoking several years ago, probably like in 2015 or something like that. He quit smoking, somewhere around there. It might have been 14, 15. He quit smoking because of a diagnosis his wife got with her eyes from smoking. She's losing vision in her eyes, and they said it was from smoking. And so he quit smoking way back then, but the damage is still there. You know, it's still working in his body, and so he's at home now on oxygen. He can't walk without his oxygen dropping down in like 70s and like to 80. So, yeah, smoking's not good for you. But anyway, I'm doing good. I really am. I'm just sore, you know, but like I said, it's not unbearable soreness. It'll work itself out in a day or so. Hopefully, last night I was sitting here and I hadn't even looked in the mirror yet, and so Big Daddy was over there opening mail, and so I said, I hadn't even looked at this, where's it at? And so I got my mirror here, and I looked at that, and I looked at this, and I said, I'm not gonna be able to wear a bikini this summer. And he was like, when's the last time you wore a bikini? I said, well, last summer. I don't think I've ever wore a bikini in my life, okay? I was just being silly. Like right after I started losing fingers in my hand, I don't know, maybe I had lost 1 or 2 fingers. I can't really remember. I just started crying and I said I wasn't going to be able to do sign language. I didn't know sign language. And I said I wasn't going to be able to do sign language. So I just like to be kind of silly sometimes. But yeah, this is just going to take some healing. Like, I can move my neck and head and stuff. It just kind of pulls on it a little bit. So I'm just trying to keep it still. But, you know, I move it at times. And then I'm like, uh-oh. It'll just take a little getting used to. But anyway, guys, yeah, I'm just hanging out. I have a couple of crochet projects I could work on. I have that iguana that I was working on. I could get back on it. But I gotta count my rows and figure out where I was in the pattern. And I don't really feel like doing that. I don't know. Maybe I just don't feel like crocheting because I have that Easter circle vest over there. I could work on it because I'm not on a certain row. I'm just crocheting on it. Yeah, I have things I could work on, but I just hadn't gotten anything to work on it. Maybe I'll feel more like that later today. Or maybe I just don't feel like crocheting right now. I don't know. I was glad that I got my socks done. Everybody loved them in surgery. Like I said before, maybe in yesterday's video, that the last 2 times before when I've had surgeries, I've crocheted me some socks to wear. And so, everybody was commenting on my Mardi Gras socks. They were the hit of the pre-op room, the curtain room where you go before you have surgery. Everybody was commenting on my Mardi Gras socks, and then they were even telling the other patients about them. I could hear them all talking, and so I feel like I have to keep that up and do socks for surgeries now. But anyway, just being silly. Yeah, so like I said, I have projects I could work on. I just need to feel like doing them. I might just sit here and I might go lay back down. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Could find a good movie to watch. And so why don't you tell me a movie to watch? Tell me what streaming station it's on and a movie that you enjoyed. And maybe I'll be able to find that. We do have several streaming stations between us and my kids. We do have several streaming stations going. So just tell me what streaming station you've watched a good movie on and the name of it. I'll see if I can't find it. That'll help me because I have my tablet. I have my tablet back there by my bed. It's propped up just at the right angle where I can lay in bed and see it. So, I can lay in the bed and watch movies until I doze off. Or I might set up for a little bit here, because if I lay in the bed too long, I start hurting from laying in the bed. So, I have to sit up for a little bit and then go lay down for a little bit, and I just kind of take turns. But yeah, mainly I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm okay, and I appreciate you all so much. I appreciate your prayers. Prayers is what gets me through every day. I promise you that. I believe in the power of prayer. I am a Christian, and I know some people may not be, but I appreciate you watching my YouTube videos anyway. And I try not to be pushing, my beliefs on anyone else, but I am a Christian and I do appreciate prayer. But, yeah, I'm just very thankful for you guys. Thank you for watching my videos so very much. And I love hearing from you guys and love you know, chatting with you and getting to know all of you better. Anyway, I'm rambling because I really don't even know what I'm saying. I think you get the idea. I appreciate you. So, yeah, I'll let you all go. See you later. Bye, friends.